Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and I want to update you on how Humphrey's doing. You'll see what I'm doing for him, and you'll also see that he is back to his aquarium. So please stay tuned. Humphrey is back in his 75-gallon home. As many of you know, Humphrey has been sick and in isolation. He has not improved much, but I felt he was lonely and needed to be where he could see us and have friends to keep him company. I moved him back into his tank about 5 days ago now. Humphrey still can't swim. He has started eating the odd pellet, so that's encouraging. But his swimming, I think, is going to be a forever problem. I do get him excited when I come and see him, and I play with him daily, and he works very hard to respond. But you can see that his efforts in swimming take a lot of energy. As soon as he stops moving, he just sinks. In fact, his tummy has become flat. Eric is such an amazing fish. He really likes Humphrey, often swimming around him, keeping him company. Although, when I put my hands in the tank, Eric goes to the other side of the tank. Crockett and Tubbs are more interested in food, but seem quite fine with Humphrey in the tank. Bogey, the little red devil, he's his own company, constantly looking for food as well. Everyone seems to have accepted Humphrey very easily, but most importantly, I believe Humphrey is much happier. His color has brightened up and he's more active and excitable. When I approach the tank, he wiggles back and forth. From doing this, he has actually created 2 circles in the substrate where the glass bottom of the tank is showing. All throughout the day, he goes back and forth between the 2 circles. So let me just recap for you what's been going on. The first signs of something wrong with Humphrey happened about 8 weeks ago when he stopped eating. That went on for a couple of weeks. Once it turned into 3 weeks, I was getting seriously concerned. I spoke to a few other people who have flower horns, and they seem to agree that flower horns often will go for a period of time without food. After the 4th week of not eating, I could see he was having trouble swimming. It looked like he had to really work at it. I went through a regime of treatments for the next 3 weeks, but nothing helped. I was told Humphrey was suffering from swim bladder disease. That's what I believed as well. Here's my problem and where the confusion comes in. The only treatment I can find online for swim bladder disease is the remedy used for bloat. Salt peas up the temp. You know the one. Well, I've dealt with bloat many times and I know the symptoms. This is where I get confused. Humphrey does not have bloat. Bloat is an gastrointestinal issue, usually showing up with an enlarged stomach. This swelling causes pressure on the swim bladder so it cannot function properly, which in turn results in the odd swimming patterns you see. What's happening in our fish is the protozoans are microbacteria living in the bowels of your fish that help in the digestive process multiply. Overfeeding high-protein foods will cause the protozoans to multiply, causing a blockage. This blockage then causes swelling. The swelling presses on the swim bladder, retarding its function. Bloat is one of those problems that seldom is overcome with success. A swim bladder issue like Humphrey has is not connected to foods, digestion, or stomach. Treating him for bloat is a waste of time, as he doesn't have any swelling indicating he's suffering from bloat. Not to mention, if he was suffering from bloat, he would look fat, and he is very thin. His stomach is flat. I believe the problem is with Humphrey's swim bladder, not stomach. It's as if it cannot inflate, giving him the buoyancy he needs to swim. Now, whether it's possible that it has a rupture or tear and can't hold air, I don't know, but that is what I think is happening. As for a cure, I have not been able to find anything that is solely related to swim bladder without the mention of the bloat remedy. So as of right now, this is how I see it. Humphrey is a fish. Fish swim. Humphrey cannot swim. I don't think Humphrey will ever be able to swim without extreme effort. He is eating, but not a lot. I don't force feed him anymore. He responds when he sees me. I still play with him twice a day. It's clear he loves the attention. He seems much happier back in his tank, and I think he likes having his tank mates around him. Now, even though his life has changed, I don't think he's suffering or in pain. I have exhausted all avenues of treatment, so I'm going to just enjoy my Humphrey as he is. If he improves and begins to swim again, then my prayers have been answered. If not, I think he can still live a happy life with my attention and love and his friends around him. I moved another dozen Danios to this tank on Wednesday after I did their water change, and that's when I added Humphrey to this aquarium. I thought this would give the little fish something to keep them attention so that Humphrey could kind of get comfortable in the tank without them checking him out and bugging him. Well, that all went really well. In about 2 minutes, I think there were 14 Danios, maybe 16 Danios. Within probably 20 minutes, they were all gone. I couldn't believe it. I walked up to the tank and I searched for them because I just was stunned. Crockett, Tubbs, and Bogey had these huge bulging bellies, and every Danio was eaten. And you know what? I'm pretty sure even Humphrey caught one. So for now, Humphrey is going to spend his days in his tank with his friends. If he improves, it'll be amazing. But if not, I think he'll be okay. And that's all I want for him, is to be happy. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I wish you a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.